Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Either Rich Art. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I have a market in 4 days. 3 days? 3 or 4 days. And I'm quite low on stock because I hadn't realised I was getting low on stock. A lot of my best sellers are sold out. So here is Panic Market Prepping episode 2. Episode 1 was me starting on the Market Restock and then realising very quickly that I wasn't going to get that done and probably needed to shift gears to my normal bestsellers. So here is me on Tuesday, and yes, we're missing Monday. It's because I spent Monday doing this pattern test. This is Olive the Alien or the Stargazer or something like that by Sly Foxy Arts on Instagram. I very much enjoyed that pattern test, but as you can see, it's big, it's detailed, so that took me most of Monday and a bit of Sunday as well. So I finished that up. Here we are on Tuesday, ready to do restocking. Now, it is like a time in the evening right now, like I think it's nearly 7. So I have also wasted today. Whoops. So the list right now looks like this. Nothing has been ticked off and there's quite a lot on it. My thought was I'm just gonna try and use this evening to batch make a couple of my very quick bestsellers. So if I can get between 3 and 5 mini cappies and between 3 and 5 Spoo the Spiders done this evening, I will be happy. So I've got probably like 3 hours until I'll be wanting to go to bed. I'm going to get myself a cuppa. Amora has just released her Summer Wool Festival vlog, so I'm going to stick that on. And I'm just going to go until I cannot go any longer, I think is the plan. So I'm going to gather my materials, grab my cuppa, and I'll be back on in time-lapse mode. Right, ignore my posture. My hips were hurting, so I needed to slump to take a bit away of them. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mini cappies. I did have 6 on my list, but my hands are starting to hurt a little bit, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to put some ibuprofen gel on my hands, take a 15-minute break, do some stretches, and then if I'm feeling alright after that, I'm going to move on to spiders, because I would like to get those done tonight, just to have them ticked off the list, to be perfectly honest. So I am going to tick cappies off the list for tonight. I'm happy with 4, given the fact that I've only got 4 days and I've got so much to do. I'll just put a little asterisk next to it if I get some more time in the next couple of weeks. Make more. But I think 4 will be okay for now. I would like to have 6 because they are my best sellers, and 6 is the most I've ever sold in a single market. Was it 6? Was it 9? Either way, 4 is an amount I'm okay with, because I'm going to make some more of the sort of small things that kids like to buy anyway, to top that section of the table. So yeah, I'm gonna go sort my hands out and then I'll be on to spiders. Okay, good morning, hello. So it is Wednesday morning. I did finish one spider last night, so this has pretty much finished off my ball of red parfait plush, which is why it's got black stripes in. I just didn't have enough red to quite finish it, so I put some black stripes on the butt. I'm kind of wishing I'd put one more on, but I like it anyway. Yeah, so one spider got done, and then by that point it was like 11:15 and my hands were hurting. That's all I got done last night. So we've got 4 cappies and 1 spider. I'd like to do 2 more spiders today to get to the 3 that I wanted on my list. And then the next thing on the list is some rock golems. So I've got my purple next to me ready to make spiders with. And then once I've made 2 spiders, I will go and grab my grey and my green. This is another day where I'm working, so you probably won't get many time lapses until later on. But yeah, the aim for today is 2 spiders, 4 rock golems, and then maybe moving on to mallards later on, if possible. I think, yeah, I'm just trying to work through my best sellers so that I can restock multiple different sizes of things on my table. I don't want to just focus on all the small stuff. So finishing the small stuff today to free me up to make some gremlins, a pumpkin toddler and a hot dog pup over the next few days would be great. I think I'm going to put the duck quota for this week on hold until like Sunday and work on those on Sunday. So market's on Saturday. Sunday I am in Leicester as well in the morning for the Secret Yarn event, as Amora calls it, at M&A Stationers. I don't think I'll bump into her there because she tends to go on Saturdays, but I might take a little duck with me in case I see her, because that would be nice, to be able to say, hey, you've inspired me to actually come to see this event. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so that's the aim for this week. Is I don't think so for things like the gremlin, the pumpkin toddler and hot dog pup, I do have 2 on my list, because I tend to sell 1 per market, because I only really tend to have 1 per market of those things. I do have 3 big markets this month, so I think my aim for this week is just to make 1 of each of them, and then if next week I can start to make multiples of things, that's probably the way to go. Pride stuff will be on hold until after next weekend, because next weekend is the Leamington Summerfest, so I want to make sure I've got family friendly stuff. Not that Pride stuff's not family friendly, but like my normal stuff, because it's not a Pride event, for that market, and then focus on getting all the Pride stuff completely redone for Warwickshire Pride on the 22nd. So that's the plan. Yeah, if we can get most of the way through the best sellers this week, that is the aim, and then the nice to haves will be next week's. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Here's what the list is looking like. You'll see I've crossed out squishy spiders because I don't think there's much point having squishy spiders and spoo spiders. I think just spoo spiders is okay. If I get round to the squishy spiders, fantastic. If I don't, I've got spiders. Yeah, rock golems is today's, and then these are the big things here. So I can make 2 big things in a day if I really try. So if I try and make pumpkin bat and pumpkin toddler in the same day, and then a gremlin and a hot dog pup in the same day, that's good. Which will be Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday's market. So yeah, that would be great. Anyway, right, I am rambling. See you in a bit. Right, it is Thursday morning. I'm slightly shitting bricks now, not gonna lie. So spiders, we have the one that I made Tuesday evening. We have one that is just purple. We have one that is purple, but I got low on yarn, so it's got one black stripe on its butt. And we have 2 rock golems plus the parts for another 2. So I've got currently 2 sets of arms, 1 random left leg, and then half of a body made, because yesterday evening got quite busy. So it just, by the time I got home and had dinner, it was like 9, and I just didn't want to pick the hook back up. So yeah, today's plan is to finish those 2 that I've started, make a gremlin while I've got the mossy stuff out, and then make some mallards. I don't think we're gonna get a hot dog pup and a pumpkin toddler and a pumpkin bat made, so we'll see. We will see. Anyways, yeah, so there's no point showing the list. It's not looking much different. I thought I'd do better than this, but I forgot that I work full time. Last week was a fluke because illness stuff happened, so I got to make a bit more. Right, I am back again. It is now Friday morning. I'm hoping to get a little bit more done today and a bit done tomorrow as well, actually, because we don't need to leave the market till like 9:30, and I'm an early riser, so I'll have 2 hours in the morning to do things. That does need to include packing the car and tagging everything I've made this week, but that should leave some room for a little bit of finishing stuff off if I need it as well. So I was a not lean, not green crochet machine yesterday. Not only did I get the 2 rock golems finished that I had started on Wednesday, because yesterday was Thursday. I also got a mossy gremlin done while I had the green and the grey out. The one thing that I'm regretting with this guy is I did forget to do him a body moss patch, so it's only his arms, his feet and his head that are mossy, but that's fine. I did do his little belly button and his little tail, so it kind of makes up for it. But yeah, got all of those done, and then I still had time in the evening, so I got 1 mallard done, and then I thought, instead of doing a second mallard, I'm gonna try and get something else done today, because I knew that the 2 big plushies that are left, the hot dog pup and the pumpkin buddy, are both quite time consuming. So I did the pumpkin bat buddy yesterday. He took me about an hour. Mallard took me about an hour, and then by that point it was like 11, so I went to bed. But yeah, we got 1 big plushie, 2 medium plushies and 2 small plushies done yesterday, which is insane. I think that's the most I've crocheted in a day since like last Tuesday when I did all of the keychains. So yeah, plan for today, obviously still working. I've got some car stuff I need to get done, but we're going to make 1 pumpkin buddy, and then we'll be making a hot dog pup as well. So I am going to try my best to fit that around everything I need to get done today. Like I said, I've got a bit of time tomorrow to finish stuff off, like if I don't get the embroidery done, and stuff like that, because both the hot dog pup and the Pumpkin Buddy do have quite a bit of embroidery, just to get those final details in place. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to hope to film some time lapses today. Obviously can't do that while I'm working, but around that. And that's the plan. I would also like at some point today to wind up all of the yarn that I bought the other day, get it weighed and get it added to the shelf, because I've got some balls on the shelf that need tidying up as well. So if I can get that big bag of yarn out of the way and onto the shelf, that'd be great, because there is space for it now, especially once I've tidied up a few of the scrappier bits. But yeah, that is a sort of, if my wrists start hurting / stretch goal situation. That might have to be a Sunday job if not, so that's fine. Yeah, right, rambling, stop it, see you in a bit, bye. Right, if you couldn't tell by the awful lighting, you joined me at 11 PM on Friday night, and by some absolute miracle, we have one completed hot dog pop. Now, tomorrow is going to be dedicated, tomorrow morning that is going to be dedicated to tagging everything I've made this week. Sorry if I sound like I can't talk, I'm tired, it happens. But yeah, so I need to tag all the new stuff, pack my bags, pack car, blah blah blah, get myself ready. My poet and I didn't know it, so therefore not much crocheting is going to get done in the morning. Sort of 50-50 debating whether to continue this episode through into next week, because I won't need a Friday video for like 2 weeks now. So this can be a bit longer. I think I will do that. I think we'll have 2 weeks and get as much of the normal stuff done as possible. So with that in mind, I'm going to say goodnight. I'll probably see you on Sunday at this rate. Oh, let's get this straight. Right. Well, Monday morning, I didn't really crochet much over the weekend, and especially not anything to do with market prep. I had a little bit of a break on Saturday, and then I finished a pattern test I needed to do and my ducks for the week on Sunday. So today's job is ducks again. But then I think I've got some new yarn I'd like to try out. Got some yarn art Dolce. So I've only got like little 30-gram balls, so I think I'm going to try out a bit of that on some of my smaller patterns and see if I like it. Obviously they will need testing, but I've got a bag of things that need testing that needs doing at some point this week, because I need big things for my table because I'm running low on big things, and a lot of the things that need testing are big things. So I think today's job actually then is going to be some like small keychain size things, like I said. Probably the, where did I go? Where did I get to? Cats and frogs. I can do cats and frogs. Cats, frogs and rats, maybe. Just things that don't take very long while I'm working. Just dotted in between, because all of those things take me about 10 minutes. So if I use them as breaks between tasks, same with the ducks, then I can do some testing this evening. But I am going to see Spider-Man. Testing might be a tomorrow job, but either way, I'm going to focus on small things today, I think. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to go and do that. Oh no. Ooh, changing plan in real time. I did sell out of all of my mossy things this weekend. So I'm actually going to grab all of the storm grey I have left on my shelf and the apple green and make a bunch of mossy things, because they do sell really well. The things that sold out that I made was the mossy things and the mallard. I could probably do with some more mini cappies if I get time. So I think I might focus on making mossy things and the mallard, and then do small things tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's the actual plan, is restocking the things that I'd stocked that sold out, and then we will move on to new things. Onwards. Right, it's been a couple of days, because on Tuesday I got struck down with a migraine. Yesterday I was trying to recover a bit more while also catching up with work. So I have still done a couple of bits. So we managed to get the gremlin that I started on Monday finished. And we got 3 in the bag, 4, 5 rock columns done. So hopefully that will be enough for this week, because I'm completely out of grey now and I'm on to my second ball of green. So the other thing I would like to do this week is possums and mallards, with a focus on the mallards, because I do still have a couple of possums. I just want to keep on top of stocking those. But I think I've changed my mind on what I said in the last clip. I think rather than continuing this video, I'm going to do the little bit of restocking I need to do. So the mallards and the possums that were on my list for last time, that I did and ticked off last time but sold. Do those couple of bits of restocking and then end this video and start a new one for the non-best sellers that are on the list. Just so next week I can get back to Pride prep and preparation for my Pride market. So yeah, that's now the plan. Thank you for following along with all of this. I didn't expect to be struck down with illness, so I was thinking I'd be able to continue this video a bit longer, but I think it's probably long enough already, realistically. So yeah, I will go. I will do ducks and possums. I will come back, and then that will be the end of the video. I'll be showing you those once I've made them. So I'll see you in a bit. Editing Max here. I'm not going to lie to you, because we're all friends here, and that would be mean to do to my friends. I completely forgot to film with the mallards. The market's been and gone. The mallards are still with me, but I've not unpacked my bags yet and I don't really want to, so you're just going to have to believe me that I did make mallards. Sorry, I know that's kind of not the point of the video, but we live in the world of Schrodinger's mallards. They do exist. they're just not going to be in this video. I'm sorry. Hi, I return. You may have seen a clip from me that I will film tomorrow. As of recording this, as a bit of movie magic for you, of me at the market telling you that I did make 2 ducks, and I completely forgot to film to say that I did that before they got tagged and put in the car. So yeah, I did that. That will be where I end this episode of market prepping. I'm going to take a few days just to actually chill and make things that I want to make, and then we will be back for the second half of the Pride restock and the second half of the normal stuff restock. The normal stuff restock may end up being 3 episodes, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I do have a few things going on. So like I said, that's where we're leaving it for now. We've made a bunch of stuff in this video. I can't right now remember exactly what we've made. Have I got my list? I do have my list. So in this video we have made 4 mini cappies, we've made 3 Spook the Spiders, we've made a grand total of 9 rock golems, we made 3 mallards, 2 gremlins, a pumpkin bat, a pumpkin toddler, and a hot dog pup. That's a lot of stock actually. Let's add that up. So that's £24. I don't know how much I put my Spook the Spiders on it. I need to update my Square with the new stock and my spreadsheet for tomorrow. No Square, I don't want to give you Bluetooth access right now. My Spook the Spiders, let's check. £8. So we're at £24 capybaras, another 24 for Spook the Spiders, that's 48. Rock golems, 9 at £6 each is £54. 54 plus 48, 94, £112. 3 mallards at, I think I did 1 at £9, and then the other 2 will be 12. So that is, I've already lost where I got to. 54 plus 48 is £102. Plus 24 for the 2 ducks is £126, plus the extra £9 is £135 in stock. The 2 gremlins is another £30, that's £165. Pumpkin bat is missing from my list right now. There is £9, so that is £174. The pumpkin toddler will be 15, so that is 189, and the hot dog pup, how much is the hot dog pup? Is £12, that's 191, £201, which I think is very similar to what we made in the Pride market prep video. Editing Max will pop it up here somewhere. I think we made just over £200 in that one as well, so not bad going. Quite happy with that, but despite burnout and everything, we've still made over £200 worth of stock. Yeah, so that's everything. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube review things I am supposed to ask you to do. My Instagram, my store are linked down there. They should be updated by the time this video goes up. I can't promise that all the things I've been making in this video will be available on the store. It depends if they sell. And I think that's everything I need to say. I've done that quicker than normal, haven't I? It's because I want to go to bed. To be perfectly honest, I have a market tomorrow and I'm not looking forward to waking up early enough to be there on time. So yes, as I've said all of the YouTuber things I meant to say, thank you for watching and have a nice day.